And your first try came at a pretty good time for the Storm.
Yeah, God, just haven't stopped watching it, to be honest. It's to score a try in the NRL was pretty special, but to do it on an occasion like that at a time like that was, I still can't believe it. So yeah, that was awesome.
What was going through your mind in those last couple of minutes?
Oh God, you could feel us sort of pulling the momentum back, and you had the star players like Harry was jumping out, Hughesy was all over the place, Paps was there, and I just knew Munster was going to try to do something. So all you got to do is push around that bloke, and he'll make something happen. And I was just at the right place at the right time, and I got the accolades for it. But really, if you look before that, it was all the other boys before.
Yeah, he's big run forward. What's it like? I just asked that. What's it like playing with those guys? Like they're just so experienced, and they just somehow seem to make it work. And then you come off the back and score your first try. It must be amazing to play.
Well, yeah. I mean, they just make it look so easy, and you feel so comfortable playing around people like that. And when I first came, I was sort of starstruck. I was like, wow, you get to sort of play with these fellas, and now that you're actually in the team, you get to contribute with them. It sort of pulls you away from being starstruck, and you want to be able to help them as much as you can. And they really bring out the best in players like sort of me and Alec, just because they expect so much from players, and they demand so much, and I feel like that lifts our standards a bit. So for me, playing outside people like that, like I just don't really want to let them down, to be honest.
And what's it like for a young guy like you? Amy Park's full, close game, and you score that try. The crowd goes nuts. Like,
yeah, it was only my second game at Amy, and last week against Brisbane was awesome. Like, it's so loud, and the fans, like, they're just so close to the ground. You can feel every contact, and you feel every try. And God, when that happened, I remember even watching on the telly just how loud it was. And that last 4 minutes, like, if it wasn't for the fans, like, I was out on my feet. Like, they were so loud, man. Like, like I said about the players, I just didn't want to let them down either. Like, it was so crazy how loud it was. Like, even after the game, my old man, because he was there too, like with my family, and he said he couldn't even watch the game. He went inside, walked away, like he was so nervous, and you could just hear everything from the fans. And we ended up getting over the line. You could tell when the game finished because that massive cheer when they kicked it over the sideline at the end. But Amy's amazing. I love it.
Massive, yeah. That combo with Munster, is that something that you're looking to build on? Is that something you've worked on in the pre-season, getting that right? I know he's injured the first couple of rounds, but now that he's back, it's dangerous, you two.
Oh God, it's been such a weird pre-season for probably both of us, to be honest. I only came in January, and I actually hurt myself the first week in Geelong, and Money was there at the time, and then he hurt his groin, so we've only really had proper 2 weeks together, and God, early signs, I guess it looks pretty good, fingers crossed, but that combo is only going to keep getting better, hopefully, if we string together more games together. And God, I'd love to keep playing outside Money. Like, he's an amazing player, and I tell my family all the time after every game, I said, God, I feel like I'm half a chance every time I do something around him, and that's just building connection with each other. And listen, like I said, fingers crossed we can keep playing together, because I feel like it's only going to keep getting better.
Roosters Thursday, you thought last week was hard?
Yeah.
This is massive.
Yeah, I know, massive game. Roosters at Allianz too, they're pretty tough. They're always pretty tough. But my dad's a Chook supporter, so even more reason to play harder. So.
Will he go up with you after the game, or?
Nah, well, they all live in Sydney, and my whole family's come down, so it's kind of weird. They'll be staying at my house watching the game while I'm in Sydney. So weird how that works out, but yeah, Dad's a bit spion. He doesn't get to come watch us play the Chooks, but it is what it is.
Awesome. Do you have a couple?
What are the differences between Shawn Blore of last season to now?
Oh, I think there's definitely a bit more belief in myself. I think that's one thing I struggled with, just sort of believing in myself and telling myself that I sort of belong in this arena. It's always just been self-doubt, just because I've had a lot of injuries. Sorry, touch wood. It just sort of clouded my head a little bit. Just God, like so many injuries, but yeah, I'm starting to believe in myself a little bit more now. So yeah.
That's the second try of your career and the first for the Storm. Can Storm fans expect to see a few more this season?
I hope so, definitely. Like I write it in my book every time before I play. I say run to score. So And like I said before, like playing outside Munster, I feel like I'm a chance every time, and I just got to put myself in the right spots. And listen, I'll try my best to score more, but I definitely want to. Like, I want to chase that feeling all the time. Like that was amazing. Like I really want to score some more, but fingers crossed we can get across the line a bit more.
And it's been a few months now, so how are you adjusting to Melbourne life?
Yeah, well, finally got used to the weather. Got the hoodies on now, and getting into the coffee culture. Like, take my family to all the local cafes and all that, and the boys are awesome. But yeah, Melbourne's been pretty cool. Like, everyone's tight, close together, and it's been awesome so far, and the fans are great. So yeah, loving it.